or UKZN, together with Hong Kong-based tech company Youtility, have partnered to introduce cutting-edge artificial intelligence-driven technology set to transform how electricity is managed. This move is in line with UKZN's vision to become South Africa's first predominantly renewable green university, while also marking a significant step forward in developing a blueprint for future national energy distribution. To tell us more about how it works is Wayne Mostert, Director at Youtility. Wayne, thank you for joining us and welcome to Rise and Shine.
Good morning, Asanda. Thank you for having me on your show and giving us the platform to introduce this transformative JV between Youtility and UKZN University, essentially reshaping South Africa's energy future through our smart, decentralized technology. So thank you for this platform.
It's our pleasure. So take us through how this technology actually works.
Well, there's sort of two factors to it in terms of what does it do initially for the university. So for UKZN, this is more than just an energy upgrade. It's essentially a strategic transformation. Through this JV, UKZN is on track to become the first predominantly renewable powered university, essentially using solar energy, smart batteries, and AI-driven operating systems. The UKZN will establish a spin-off company focused essentially on energy innovation and commercializing student and staff deployment for engagement. The professor who's the acting deputy vice chancellor for research and innovation has called this a defining moment. And the professor who's driving this is Professor Lee Jarvis, and he is the director of UKZN's Power Engineering program. And he's described as a shift towards resilient, decentralized energy systems built on solar storage and AI. In terms of how does it really work, if you had to imagine the university as a small town with its own power station, the solar panels collect energy from the sun, as we know it. The energy is then stored in smart battery banks, and an AI brain proprietary operating system decides where to send the energy, when to send it, and how to send it in real time. People essentially will only pay for what they use, using a system as secure as online banking. Essentially, it's a efficient, intelligent, and it's load shedding proof. So in terms of what is different from traditional energy systems, what makes us different from conventional solar as we know it, we're moving away from centralized and outdated infrastructure, and utility system is decentralized and it's secure and sentient. Part of our operating system is a sentient smart meter, which is an advanced type of smart energy meter that goes beyond basic consumption and tracking. It uses real-time data, AI and machine learning to make intelligent, autonomous decisions about energy usage, how it's built, and how energy is distributed. It's connected to many different data sets, including weather patterns. So think of it as a smart meter with a brain capable of thinking, learning, and acting, not just measuring. Essentially, the system measures energy usage in real time through our blockchain billing integrated into our sentient meters, making payments fair and secure, transparent, and audible. It essentially communicates usage data back to a centralized system via a cloud or local network, which is through our operating system. And it enables dynamic pricing, accurate billing, and autonomous load balancing. The meter is aware of its environment. It can detect grid conditions, peak load outages, and it's more than just reporting. It reacts and adapts to the current trends in terms of how power is transmitted.
So this technology is also to tackle an issue that South Africa faces with its energy, which is load shedding. How will it do this?
Well, essentially, it's more than just load shedding. The fact that it's an operating system that is a utility brain capable of making real-time and local decisions. If you compare this to digital disruption of Netflix replacing Blockbuster, it's basically doing the same thing. In fact, it's digital disruption of the energy space. So essentially, how would this work in terms of South Africa and its consumers? It essentially will reduce theft, cut costs, keep power flowing in unstable grid conditions, support decentralized energy models like solar and microgrids and enables community level autonomy and energy management. So the model is built for efficiency and fairness. Um, it is really essentially a visionary blending technology and education and sustainability in a unique African way. Um, in relation to load shedding, what it essentially does, it understands where to push energy at the right time in terms of those tariff models. It takes the legacy problems that has incurred on the grid, and it ensures that the energy is deployed effectively, efficiently, and managed optimally. So therefore, energy essentially is deployed in the right kind of way. So for consumers, I'll just give you maybe a scenario
Mm-hmm.
that kind of explains it. Each building, so from a campus perspective, each building has a utility sentient smart meter. The meter communicates its energy demand, usage, and solar input. The system makes intelligent decisions like prioritizing power to the laboratory during peak times, being able to charge batteries when solar is abundant, and blocks overuse of alert tampering. The operating system isn't just software, it's a living AI Unity brain capable of making real-time local decisions. So if you compare it to a situation where a home has not got energy and another home has energy, it knows when and how to push excess energy back into either the home or a street or a community at the right tariff planning and right tariff modeling. So it ensures that energy is deployed efficiently, effectively, and you don't have a situation where you're going to have load shedding. It
Okay.
actually eradicates load shedding.
So the University of KwaZulu-Natal has essentially been positioned as a test bed for this next generation energy technology. What about the university made it the preferred choice?
Well, I think that essentially we were commissioned by Eskom to engage with the university. And the university essentially is a university that looks at optimizing the best energy platforms that it has to offer on behalf of Eskom and various other municipality institutions. The university obviously looked at the technology that we have built and deployed, and in their mind, it was a visionary adaptation to how energy needs to be deployed in a decentralized environment. Therefore, the university being able to set up a spin-off company that allows the deployment of utility within their system, ensuring that cheaper energy is deployed, it's being able to be measured, it's being able to be stored in an environment that the university benefits from.
What role will students play in this project, and how do you see this technology bridging the gap between academic learning and the industries shaping our energy future?
It's a very good question, and I think that it really is transformative in the sense that besides the actual platform itself, we'll be embracing the students of today and tomorrow in relation to working on the platform, building various different technology stacks within their environment. So it's also creating jobs, social responsibility, and those kind of initiatives which are being deployed.
Where do you see the future of electricity going as far as the types of systems and microgrids we'll be seeing and having to adapt to in our energy needs?
I think that the legacy problems with most utility providers in the world, and certainly we have our real core challenges in South Africa. I think that going from a centralized environment into a decentralized environment is kind of what's happening. I think the advent of technology, blockchain, AI being implemented in conjunction with the utility providers, the utility providers have to change from centralized or in part to become decentralized in sustainable energy. And what the platform actually does, it works in conjunction with just energy transmission strategy, ensuring that we have a sustainable energy platform whereby consumers are treated fairly in terms of real-time billing, that the utility provider can also access future storage and consumption, therefore taking strain off the grid. And what's really, really important is that the billing is transparent, autonomous, and it ensures that you are essentially paying for real-time energy as opposed to an average on tariff.
Wayne, thanks again for chatting to us as Channel Africa.
Thank you very much.
Wayne Mostert is director at Youtility. They've entered into a partnership with South Africa's University of KwaZulu-Natal, or UKZN, to introduce cutting-edge artificial intelligence-driven technology in the electricity or energy space. 7:30 Central African time it is. Let's get our news headlines from Onele Nzinzi.